Hey, check out the new episode of Mrs. Six animated show, Spoonstaff Stories, the show that's actually good, despite being entirely voiced by me. Link down below.
Hans Wormhat, this is a video that you should send to people that believe in koalas.
Koalas? The hell's a koala? And why is he showing an image of Australia's most dangerous predator, the frightful drop bear? Wait, I get it. It's because koalas and drop bears are friends, right? That's the only thing that makes any sense. Gotta be.
I used to believe in koalas, but there actually was a time where I didn't believe in koalas, and I'll get to that at the end.
Wait, so you didn't believe in something, and then you did, and then you went back to not believing again? Gotta say, that's a little unusual. I mean, how can one both be presented with evidence of the existence of an animal and then somehow be convinced that they don't exist anymore? I mean, the evidence of animals existing is to go and fucking touch one. How the hell do you undo that?
Because sometimes when you wake up to truth, what helps you wake up are memories that you've held on to since childhood.
So what you're saying is you have the worldview and belief system of a 7-year-old. Well, I could have told you that. Also, the 7-year-old in question has fallen down a lot of stairs, probably head first, and then they reached the bottom and had a grand piano crush their skull to boot. The life experience of all conspiracy theorists, I think you'll agree.
And I have that with koalas. Not everybody's going to have it, but I do.
I'm sure there's lots of things you have with koalas, but that's only because humans will never do those things with you. And the only koalas you actually know are the stuffed teddy bear type. Same with all animals, really, since, you know, they can't run away from the terrible things you do to them. I don't really want to say it, but you're gonna have to confront your crimes. You talk to them. Despicable.
And I want to keep this video short, just as a very introductory thing. If this video piques your interest in any way and you want to know more, I have many videos on koalas.
Of course you do. But if you want to know more, I would suggest doing literally anything else. You know, I used to know lots of things before I started making videos about idiots. Now I can barely dress myself without getting whiskey down my top. Yeah, it's not that I'm any dumber, it's just that I'm now drunk a lot more.
So I don't want to reinvent the wheel.
You know, I think he means that literally. Like someone actually asked him to make a new, better wheel and he's just like, well, I could, but I just don't want to. Cause like, not with my very valuable time. And in his head, he's imagining a wheel that's like made out of sausages or something ridiculous that he's sure will make such an improvement, just not entirely why.
Look at this from Nat Geo. Does that look like a real animal or CGI to you?
It's a picture, Hans. Also, does it matter if one picture was or wasn't real? I mean, knowing National Geographic, it's probably real because they like that kind of shit, but yeah. Also, you know that there's ways to tell, right? I mean, considering your lot always seem to be such experts on CGI, you never seem to hear about any of your work on major Hollywood productions. If I knew any better, I would swear that you don't actually know anything about computer generated imagery and just call everything you don't like CGI in order to not have to actually think about anything ever.
Now, this is something that happens with fake animals a lot of times.
Wait, there's some kind of pattern that old mate Hans has cottoned onto. My God. I mean, I think we've all caught wind of one of them. That all the fake animals, according to Hans, are real ones, and that's it, end of story. But I'm excited to see what new and interesting observation he has. And by new and interesting, I of course mean stupid and stupider.
When you go Google search for koala, you will get so many studio quality images, just like this one.
Wait. One of the proofs, TM, in Hans's mind is that when you look up animals, the pictures are good. That is just amazing. The fact that we have detailed, high quality imagery of something, you know, something that would make for excellent proof of that thing's existence, it's actually reverse evidence due to the power of infinite bullshit. And that puts me in mind to check out something he once said. Hans has categorically stated that he absolutely believes dogs and squirrels are real things that real. Probably because he can see them from his basement. But what happens if you... Oh, would you look at that? High def studio quality images, whatever the hell that means. I think it means someone with a good camera who knows how to use it took a picture. And yeah. Anyway, what about dogs? Yep. What a shock.
Like perfectly framed, huge shots where the subject is being interactive, being cute, funny, whatever.
Isn't that weird? A website that benefits greatly from sources that are extremely engaging uses pictures that are extremely engaging. You know, it's almost like having high quality content on display has benefits beyond let's go fake to animals TM. Like seriously, what the hell else do you expect? Can animals only be real if all photos are taken with the Game Boy camera that have also been left out in the sun for 12 years? What do you want from these things, really? I mean, at least something that isn't stupid.
Koalas are supposed to be endangered.
That sounds like a command. Oi, koalas, you're supposed to be endangered. Stop hanging about in trees and go start causing some traffic accidents, god damn it. We can't have you posing for cameras when there's important not existing to be done. If you're not extinct by next Thursday, well, I'm not even gonna bother anymore.
And they're supposed to just sleep all the time. How are we getting so many portraits, like beautiful studio quality portraits of these animals?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but one of the magical tricks to the photography trade that they just don't teach you is that when you take a photo of something, it doesn't actually disappear from reality. It continues to exist. How crazy is that? So they can actually take as many photos of a thing as they like. Infinity photos if they really wanted. And that also means that if you take crap photos where it's not looking or it's dozed off or any problem really, well, you can just scrap those and keep however many ones you took that are really good. Don't say you never learned anything from old Sensei Sick over here and my big smart brain. Sell.
Try to find studio quality photos of squirrels and see how many you get.
That's fucking brilliant. I swear to God I didn't know he was going to say that. I never bother checking ahead with Hans videos. You always know he's going to produce some golden turd of a commentary. But that is just goddamn-tastic. And also means that he's so convinced of how smart and right he is that he didn't bother to check. And that's the thing. Even though I knew it would be a bunch of good quality pictures, I still frigging checked before writing that bit into my script. But not Hans. He's so smart that he proves everyone wrong, especially himself.
Or skunks or something like that. And then compare it to things like koalas. Go look at how many studio quality things of orangutans.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I think we can add something to the list of things Hans thinks is real. Skunks, for some reason. I guess he's been huffing their stank for so long that that's the only way he can get high now. So they must be real. Oh, and of course, yep, same kinds of pictures. What a shonk. Oh, and I tried doing orangutans, but all I got was pictures of Mrs. Sick without her clothes on. And I must be say, looking good, sweet cheeks.
And it starts to be very suspicious.
Only for people with brains as powerful as the mightiest of all toasters. God damn it, these people will find proof of their preconceived notions literally anywhere, regardless of how little sense it makes. It's almost impressive, really.
Why do they have so many photos? And then just start looking with your eyes, really.
And by looking with your eyes, really, you mean making shit up. There's a great meme actually that's all it takes to make a conspiracy theory is to take an image or a video, draw a bunch of red circles on it and say something along the lines of, that doesn't look right, does it? Then you stick it on social media and some fuckwit will inevitably agree with you, and that's how you know you're correct.
Like really, what are you looking at an animal here? Or does this look like CGI to you?
It looks like an animal. You know, CGI doesn't mean high quality, clean shot. You understand that, don't you? And you know what else? Do you know how good CGI has been for fucking years? Like, good. Like, really good. I mean, we have been able to make humans that don't creep you out with that uncanny valley style for a few years at least. And considering humans are really good at recognizing real humans, and shit at almost everything else, it really wouldn't be hard to make CGI animals that look indistinguishable from anything else. Seriously, if they wanted to trick you with fakes, you would never, ever know. Hell, you can't even tell when something is real, for fuck's sake, so yeah.
Why would they need to use CGI for something like a koala if koalas were real?
Also, you gotta love the subtle switch from "am this CGI" to "this am definitely CGI," and now it makes no sense they did that thing I decided they definitely did. I would say it was smart, but, well, it isn't, because honestly, I doubt he has the self-awareness to do something so sneaky on purpose, when it makes far more sense that he's just accidentally doing a lie.
Well, they aren't real. Koalas are one of those animals, if you go back in time, they look different.
What? You mean like literally everything because evolution? What am I talking about? There's no way he believes in evolution. Also, if they're fake, why are they even a thing that existed? I'm sure that you've said many times that XYZ creature just started appearing at a certain, usually really recent date. But now they're from olden times and different? Also, that's a painting, dumbass. Paintings aren't always true to life. So to expect them to look exactly like a photo is to be dumber than... Well, I was going to say you, but how can someone be dumber than themselves? Well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Hans has found a way.
Like, what the heck? Koala? Koala? So that's one check mark that koala definitely hits.
He said so few words there, most of them koala, and yet it leaves me with so very much to say. Illustrations of koalas, first and foremost, are not photos, so why do you think that proves anything? And you know that not all koalas are identical to each other, like not just from one family member to another, but there are almost certainly subspecies in different places with various adaptations that will give them subtly different appearances. You really are a master of saying a lot with few words. A lot of stupid, that is.
Go back in time, it doesn't look the same.
Oh yeah, I'll get right on that, shall I, Hans? Fucking time travel. Everybody knows that time travel doesn't exist. They banned it in 1963 when Marcus McTime Travelertron went back and stopped the Gringelknaff from being invented. And I really liked my Gringelknaff. It really brought out the colour of my lovely eyes.
You get this is the same thing for gorillas. Gorillas are just actors in fursuits. Go back in time, they don't look the same.
Sake, Hans, again. Almost certainly illustrations which tell us nothing. And gorillas definitely have a bunch of different species, so we wouldn't expect them all to look the same. And the idea they're just people in costumes is so easy to debunk. You just throw yourself into a gorilla enclosure at the zoo, and that question will swiftly and violently answer itself.
Even zebras, they used to paint them slightly different.
Now zebras having slightly different patterns to each other, when they literally don't have the same stripes as each other, always. Various zebras from the same family have subtly different patterns. For Christ's sake, why do you never feel the need to check your ideas? Seriously, critical thinking, it's a good thing. Don't just come up with an idea and then think, that sounds good enough, I'll believe that now. Actually, find things out, please.
Look at this. That's not an animal.
Yes, it is, Hans. Do you think that babies disprove them now? Look at this smaller version of the bigger one. They aren't supposed to be smaller. I am very smart. I mean, that's probably not what he means, but at this point, it's no dumber than anything else he said.
This is from the modern, just happened fires in Australia.
So this is a baby koala that was rescued when they had those fires a couple of years back. Okay, so they saved this little critter and are feeding it, and I just don't see why they wouldn't have, something better to do, like deal with the fucking fire rather than making up more shit about fake animals. I mean, I'm surprised you even believe fire is real or that any big event happened with it, since you have said it's proof something is fake in the past if people know about it. But if it is real, then surely this is the perfect opportunity to get out of making fake animals. Or at least one of them. Oh no, all the koalas died in that fire. Oh. And then the camera pans to a big pile of scorched koala bots. They shrug and wander off. But no, they just continued pretending for no fucking reason.
How many stories did they push about koalas?
Are you telling me that koalas, a creature well known for living in trees, was affected by a bushfire? Bushes aren't trees, dumbass, and don't exist near trees, and aren't affected by fire in a similar way to trees. Christ, you really are an idiot, aren't you, Hans?
There were stories nearly every day. I mean, at least on Reddit and stuff, there were stories every day about koalas.
Yeah, people like koalas, they're cute. Even if they are dumber than me after 3 bottles of whiskey and a Wormhat binging sesh. So people are interested in what happens to them. They want to talk about them. They like to see people rescue them. This isn't nearly as sinister as you think it is. In fact, it's all exactly what one might expect if, say, koalas are a real thing that exists.
And koalas aren't even a real animal. It's a big inside joke. Look at that.
Inside to who? Like, seriously, present me the big bad who's doing this. Give me evidence that they are fake. There isn't, and I want to make this perfectly clear, just pictures with you saying, hey look, this animal am fake, but is actually something we can test, that we can look at, and that we can be sure is proof positive that something is going on. Or is that just too much to ask?
Is that a real animal or is that a puppet?
The only puppet here is you, but you're doing puppetry all wrong. It's your hand that's supposed to go up the puppet's ass, not its own fucking head.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel, Spoonstar Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the